What's poppin' in my chop and my Bagel Bites? It is Mr. Bagel Bites here, bringing you another deck profile video, this time for Edison again, where we did get to play at RBET Maryland, had a lot of fun, ended up going X3 top 32, feeling pretty good about it overall. Sorry for the late deck list, it's been a real hectic week, but I'm recording this at 3 a.m. currently, 3:15, and I'm going to try and knock this out before I go to sleep so I can upload it for tomorrow, well, I guess today. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the profile. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the profile. We did pilot Machina while we were down there, and honestly, over the last couple of weeks, me and my buddy like Sket and Tick Nawab, we were really grinding in the lab, and I think I'm really happy with how this turned out. I put a lot of thought and consideration, and I think the deck turned out really good. So let's go ahead and get into it, because we did get to pick up the Monster Mash, man. We did go X3 there, so top 32. We got triple gear frame, triple Machina Fortress, triple Force, all pretty standard, sometimes 2 Force. I think 3 was fantastic. It's literally a Monster Reborn. It played great all day. And we are playing the 1 Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper is sometimes in, sometimes out. I played it for a very specific reason, and I think it overperformed. This thing was like, just, people were thinking it was Raikou, so they were kind of playing around like Raikou into this, which was kind of nice, and I think it was just really good because when it's destroyed, you get a gear frame, plus an extra target that we'll have showing here in just a bit. So we played Card Trooper Plague, another Miller, and then Plague for Synchro plays, Lila, Raikou, and Hamster. Pretty standard there. And now for the special tech that caught everybody off guard, that well overperformed. That is Debris Dragon. This was one of the last like weak decisions that I decided to put in the deck, and it more than overperformed, making those like Black Rose plays to clear the way for big like Machina moves, or it could bring back the Peacekeeper, which was cool. Because it was an extra target, bring back Plague, Raikou. This thing just had like a bunch of targets, or it was just like a 2k wall. Like, I don't think this thing was ever dead, and because it was nice, it was just at 1. So like, worst case, it was a 2k wall. If we took one of their bodies, we can make synchro plays because we have Brain Con and stuff. This was fantastic. Debris Dragon, I would definitely play it. I don't know if I play more than 1, but I think 1 is just a sweet spot for this specific brew with our many targets. 2 Caius. I probably wouldn't go above the 2. I think 2 was fine. I bricked on the second one a couple times, and I just kind of felt like, ugh, I'm glad there's not a third. Like, don't get me wrong, Caius is Caius, but... And then 1 Gores to round out the core, because we're not playing like a ton of traps. The trap lineup's kind of weird. So we got Charge, MST, Heavy Storm. I played 2 books. This was another last-minute decision. I had 2 spots kind of open because I took out a couple cards, and I was sick of running into like Bottomless and D-Prison and my Machina just being like gone. So for game 1s, I ended up keeping these in, and all the time game 2, because it's just good utility. And when like they would try to Bottomless or get rid of the Fortress, we're just like, no, and they were just like, oh, yeah. So Book of Moon overperformed. I'd consider bumping it to 3 if we're gonna be honest. Brain Con, Triple Pot of Avarice, considered 2, ended up bumping it to 3. This was the 3 cards that got swapped. I was playing Upstart, and I ended up swapping out the Upstart for a 3rd Avarice and 2 Book of Moon. I don't know if it was the right play. I mean, we did do really well, and definitely think we could have gone X2, but I think X3 was still super impressive with everything considered, and the Avarice, every time I saw it, it was good, so like I wasn't mad about it. I played Lightning Vortex in the main. I don't really like discard hand traps. I never have like Regeki Break or Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. I like things like Lightning Vortex because I want cards I can use on my turn to clear a board. Like, I don't want to give my opponent, especially like Black Wings, like an extra turn. So if I can just like clear like Duplock and stuff, that way I can like get rid of the whole board, because nobody's like setting things like that. And if it's just a Raikou, I don't care. I'm playing like Machina. My grand game's insane. So like, I think Vortex, I would even consider bumping this to 2. Like, I think this card overperformed all day. I loved it the whole time. 2 Compulse, kind of the same idea as Book of Moon. It also resets your gear frame, so you can bump it to hand if they're going to try and get rid of it. Saves it from a Bottomless D, Prison, stuff like that. And then like can search again with the gear frame. Yeah, I liked the Compulse in the main a lot. 2 Bottomless, because we had the spots, and like it just felt like one of the better traps to include. Bottomless is just really good. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Call. Call was amazing all weekend, and 1 Dust Shoot. And that that rounds out the main. I mean, I feel like these are pretty self-explanatory. The Call was really good all weekend too, bringing back Fortress in the battle phase against a lot of opponents when they weren't expecting it, and then they're like, oh, well, if I clear that, and oh my god, and so many people were taking my Fortress with Yugioh, and then I would just pop the Yugioh, it would be my turn. They'd have like this 1600 defense dumb Fortress on their field, and I'd just be like, well, this is just free real estate. Like, we'd have like Lila or like the Gear Frame and just swing into it and then pop another card of theirs because the Fortress goes to our grave. Like, no, it was so good all weekend. I love this deck. It overperformed. Oh, we got like the tokens here. We got the QCR Akiza Black Rose token for the consistency. 1 Gores because you have to, and then the 2 Ojamas. You just gotta. It's consistency. Chimera Tech Fortress. We do play a Sidra in the side, so we do play this because, well, machines. 1 Iron Chain because we're playing Debris Dragon. 1 Black Rose, again, because we have a Synchro package, and Black Rose is just a wonderful card. 1 Stardust Dragon. 1 Tempest Magician. It stole like 2 games. This card was insane. 1 Android, because they were unfortunately on Konami time rules. Armory Arm. Oh my god. I had an Armory Arm and Gear Frame attached to a Fortress, and it was just this like wall that could not be conquered. It was so good. It was so funny. 1 Gothams. It didn't come up, but I'm glad I had it, because it definitely could have. 1 Dark End. 1 Yugioh. 1 Brio. Cataster. Thought Ruler. Oops. Colossal Fighter, and Mistworm. Mistworm didn't really come up either. We didn't go into the Synchro package a lot unless we drew Debris or had Plague Engrave. It came up a little bit, but Fortress is definitely just like the grind monster, and we just like kind of sat on that in our normal summons, which were pretty strong. And now for the side. This was something I changed last minute because a couple of buddies were telling me to. Sket and Ticket Nawab, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for helping me. But I don't agree with one of the sides, and every time I drew it, it ended up would have been better if it was the other. So I'll kind of explain those now. I'll actually put those up front. It is where's the third one? Oh, this one. So Soul Release, Pulling the Rug, and Pulling the Rug. These were Mask of Restricts, and I wish they were Mask of Restricts literally all day. We won all of our Frog and Monarch matchups, but I wish I had like 1 Mask of Restrict I could put in against our Hero matchup, because we played 1 Hero beat, and then going first game 3 if we went to it against Black Wings, it came up because to stop like the Icarus stuff, just an extra card. Pulling Rug came up, but only against Monarchs. There wasn't really anything else that it was like good that day, unfortunately. Didn't play a lot of like Kaya stuff. My matchups were weird. Like we played 2 Diva Zombie, Hero Beat, Frogs, Blackwing, Vayu, and I'm forgetting the last one, but yeah, we played like weird matchups that I wasn't expecting all day. But I mean, it went well. Diva Zombie was my worst matchup. This was good. Transmigration, I think, overperformed. I think it was really good, and people were like, wow, it's good tech. 3 Imp Wall. In retrospect, it's good, but I never saw it. I saw it 1 game. No, wait, no, I lied. I did see it 1 game. It won me the game because it saved me for the extra turn that I needed in order to get Machina Fortress out the next turn, because they outed this with like MST on the next turn, but they couldn't synchro with Vayu for that turn, so it bought me the turn that I needed for this. So this actually mattered. It won me a game. It was good, and theoretically, if I had played more Vayu or something, it could have done more. 1 Starlight Road. This was really good. It came up twice. It's good. 2 Fossil Dyna. It's an extra normal summon, and then like in theory it's like a Regeki on your turn, because a lot of the time they'll just think it's Raikou and like let you pop, but like then like if it gets to your turn, you can just flip it and like pop their board, or just putting it next to a Fortress backed by something like this plus Fortress and like a Bottomless or something feels really good, because it's just like they have to deal with a Fortress and they can't special and they have to out this through a trap. So I think Fossil was really good. 1 Kaiku. It was basically the idea is it's my Soul Release as well as another Soul Release, as well as protecting my Fortress and stuff in the grave from DD Crow. So it's another Imp Wall. Plus it stops it stopped Dark Arm pop. Like I played against one guy, I had this on board, he summoned Dark Armed and then was like pop. I'm like, you can't do that, man. He's like, oh yeah. No, so this card was really good. Basically every game 2 or 3, depending on the matchup, we sided out 2 hamsters for 2 Snowman Eaters. Really good. Snowman Eater was insane all weekend. Honestly, I love Snowman Eater. It's a really good card. Plus, another target for Debris Dragon, games 2 and 3. 1 Kinetic Soldier. This card was insane. This was my boy all weekend. We only got to play against like hero stuff because it was like Frog Monarchs and then like Frog Hero and then like actual hero. But like setting this, the alias gets swung into like, go ahead and take like 1900 damage. Absolute Zero has to just like wall into this. They're like, oh, that thing has a big butt. 3800, so they'll take like 13. So they just have to like commit weird stuff to try and out a Kinetic Soldier. Or worst case, it's an extra machine name in your hand for Fortress. No, like Kinetic Soldier was so good. It was so good. And then the 1 Sidra. For what I figured I wouldn't see a lot of Machina. I played it because I had my own machines. So if I needed to, I could make like a huge Chimera Tech Fortress. Like I did end up doing that the one game, because I was like special this. Because they had something, I forget what they had, but I like could get in if I could get like a 4K monster, because I could make a 4K Chimera Tech and Machina. But basically, like I played this, had a guy special summoned, and then like sent it, and we had like a 4K Chimera Tech, and then was able to discard a force from my hand to special summon the Fortress back from grave. So it was just like swing for 4K, then swing like direct, and it was just like enough to like get in. Yeah, it was really good. But that's the brew. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I honestly think Machina is so incredibly good right now, and people are sleeping on it. Yeah, we'll get the next one. I'll get proper amount of sleep, and we'll win. And I have a couple more Edison brews that I'm planning on showcasing on the channel here over the next probably few days. But thank you guys so much, and as always, catch you later.